Hello, everyone. Updates have messed up my stuff yet again. So, I'm gonna see what works and what doesn't. Double check you can hear me. Hello. Well, I don't know what else I could do to fix it, so. Well, I don't know what else I could do to fix it. So, what we'll do is, we'll go ahead and stream, and I'll run things manually for now. And I'll have to do all kinds of setting fixes later. So, give me a second to get things rounded about again. Don't know what's gonna work, what's not gonna work.
Boy.
Hello there.
Just have to trial and error it going forward and see where we get. Alright. Be right back. Alright. Well, let's not the greatest day. Alright. So. You can hear me. Hopefully you can hear that. Can hear me and the game. So far, so good. Gonna go with that. Get this thing going again so I can
Mac! Mac! I made it.
I'm very glad you are not dead, Charlie.
Good job, girl. Hurry up, though. That thing could tear loose any second.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to go home?
We will leave soon.
Will we?
The Fido just went dead.
What do you mean it went dead?
I mean, it just went dead.
Maybe the power systems are cycling up to...
Debris detected on collision course.
Oh, God.
Mac! We are 100% unpacking this stuff today! Mac? Typical. Series 3 operator. Mac's dad never made 3. He never had a family like this either. He always said, careful what you take on. Get too much, you tempt fate. I keep telling him, that's just old man and the sea paranoia. So fast. All you have to do is blink.
Charlie? Charlie is okay? Charlie is okay?
Moses. What?
Charlie? Charlie?
Mac. Mac, I'm here. I'm okay. What happened?
I don't know. An explosion, I think.
You reinstated the procedure to destroy the facility. A procedure many gave their lives to stop.
Well, you're a lot more coherent suddenly.
The detonation removed something. Some kind of inhibiting. I have not been myself for some time, I do not think.
Mac? Moses? Where are you? Are you hurt?
Moses is unharmed. Moses is alone.
I'm in this dig site, or whatever the hell it is. I'm not hurt, but it's flooding bad in here. I think this whole place is about to vanish.
Fido's done for too. It's wrecked and...
Warning. Dive suit integrity compromised. Energy reserves below 20%.
My suit's damaged. Losing power. I think I'm in trouble.
You never should have come here. We have that in common.
Rover is basically crushed. We're not going anywhere in this.
Warning. Dive suit integrity compromised. Energy reserves below 20%.
So we need another way out.
You're running out of time. I can help you, but there is a price.
And what's that?
I have been here. I can't remember how long. Trapped. Help me, and I will help you.
So, what? We find you, you get us out of here?
That is my offer.
And how are you gonna do that, exactly?
There is another drone. The Kalan. I know where it is, how to access it. Free me, and I will take us all to it.
Moses and I can work on finding this guy, wherever he is. Charlie, you work on getting back inside.
Energy reserves below 20%.
And make it quick.
Power connection achieved. Mobile mining platform active. Warning. Dive suit energy reserves diminished.
Oh, great.
What is it?
I found some kind of mobile mining rig. It was dead, so I powered it with my suit.
You don't have much power left, Charlie.
Exactly. But I did get it running. Mac, look at this.
You were right. They were digging. That's a boring machine.
If you are at the dig site, then you are near the legacy base. The first installation.
You mean Site Alpha?
Yes, precisely.
How did you know that name, Charlie?
It's on the computers down here for the mining setup.
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
I have to keep moving.
Warning. No survey data found. Operation inhibited.
Survey data?
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%. Heavy under-central apparatus. 113A. Connection established.
Okay, good.
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
Okay, not so good. Should be able to get the core sample out, though.
Alright, so that's Mac.
Stand by. Analyzing core sample. Alert. Mining survey data received.
Alright, Rogers wants me to cap the entrance diameter at 18 feet. Makes sense, downright logical. I'll round it up to 20 and create a bit more wiggle room. I can hear him scraping away as he works, although I was supposed to leave hours ago. It's at least I can do to stay with him and offer my support. I've stopped trying to adjust the boring machine because I know the Geo team is working on finding the precise core frequencies that will allow us to progress, but that procedure will take several months. Despite this, I don't regret my choices. The universe is harsh and unforgiving place. If we're not the ones struggling, someone else will likely be. That's just how it goes. Okay.
Warning.
The umbilical's gone. No way back to the mule.
Your only choice is to go deeper. I do not envy you.
This whole place is coming down.
You must enter the temple. You have no other choice.
The temple? Temple to what?
It doesn't matter. Get out of there, Mac.
Great day I'm having here. This temple, or whatever the hell it is, it's through here.
Mac, hurry.
Well, Kane, damn it.
Language, Mac.
What happened?
I dropped the laser. Hold on.
Okay, I missed something.
Scary things.
What the hell was that?
Charlie Mac.
I don't know what it is. Some dark truth of this place. One of many. I have only heard it.
Scary things. Safer here.
Moses, you have to start moving.
Safer here. Safer here.
Its cries. They are wrong. I would hear them far away.
Stay here. Stay here.
I know you're scared, sweetheart. I am too. But we need your help. Please. Mose, we can't make it out of here without you.
Moses is brave. Moses is strong. scary things? No scary things. Yet.
The creature from the brain. Whatever it is, you likely have not seen the last of it.
I am brave and strong.
I hope so, my friend. I hope so. For both our sakes.
This door is locked. This door is extra locked.
I hear you, Moses. I hear you. Just outside. Just outside. This is my lab.
Great. Work on getting him out of there. I'm on my way.
My Mac.
Please select subsystem.
Okay, let's figure out how that works.
You are in artifact storage.
Alright, Reggie spent his days at my feet, and now he sits on my desk in a well-deserved position of prominence. Yeah, he will always be my most cherished possession. After all, the little pup was awarded to me by Cain himself upon his glorious rebirth. Anthropological laboratories will stock as my choco position demands. Specimens are mostly well preserved. My system is an adequate aid, a welcome part, despite squeamishness on his part. I have begun analyzing the samples, starting with 3 sets of human remains discovered in the ocean floor during the construction of the thermal reactor. Low temperatures aided in their preservation. The initial dating puts them in the late 20th century, with closing suggesting Soviet military personnel circa the 1980s. The cause of death may not have been established conclusively, but there are signs of malnutrition and starvation. I'll perform a dissection to study their diet after this recording, and we'll begin an initial pass on the anthropological specimens supplied by Dr. Moon. There is a definite incongruence with the specimens received by Baron, which appear much older. Looked into the signal that drew Kane Corporation to this place. The instruction set is naval, using defunct Soviet encryption ULF 12 seconds. Repeating. How could the signal emanate from the bottom of the Pacific 150 years after the fall of the Soviet Union? Irrelevant to my research, but fascinating. The message requests the evacuation of 32 crew in good health. Judging by the 3 fellows I've been studying, help never came. In other news, my relationship with the new assistant is deteriorating. He recoiled in disgust when he saw Reggie, horrified that I would put a dog on display. It's bizarre that a man who works with human remains is bothered by a beautiful work of animal taxidermy. Nevertheless, I've noted to discuss the matter with management and church officials. I've been asked to break bread with Shayla on Cane Day. Reggie, this calls for a real celebration. We've retrieved patient 818386, although the infection had rendered him unconscious by the time we found him. We placed him in a hyperbaric chamber for further study. Claims to have no memory of his infection vector. The medics don't know if his condition is contagious, so they're taking all possible precautions. Initial scans show that his brain is in a state of constant activity. It looks like dreaming. We're going to jury-rig some devices to record his thoughts. What worries us the most is that the infection is dissolving his biomatter, hair, skin, and muscle, falling to the floor. Several of his organs are failing. Further expeditions in the well have been halted until we know more. Let's see. Affliction is morbidly fascinating. I've spent nights watching his body's slow deterioration through the glass portals. I even catch myself speaking to him when we're alone, airing my frustrations as if he were my therapist. I didn't expect to find therapeutic sanctuary in the disintegrating miracle that is my grouchy former assistant, but here we are. Kane delivers when all seems lost. Over the past year, most of his body mass is sloughed off. His brain and nervous system remain intact. They appear to be functioning normally, although they are sending and receiving ghost signals. He seems blissfully unaware of his predicament. Thanks to this horrific miracle of biology, we have resumed efforts to record his thoughts. If we can make sense of the data, we may gain some insight into his affliction. The first recording should be ready within the hour. Shayla, I know you wanted to be kept personally abreast of new developments in our patient. The first recordings are possibly more astounding than his physical condition. He remained fully cognizant. At the same time, he appears to be experiencing some confusion surrounding his memories, which he already mentioned when he was first quarantined. Oh man. We've requested that the relevant specialists be sent here to help us. Until then, keep monitoring and recording. I continue to visit him whenever I can. Somehow, even when I was talking to my dog, I didn't realize how desperate I was for companionship. The shock of his condition, life pared down to a fragile network of signals, has forced me to admit how far away from everything I feel, trapped in this claustrophobic complex at the bottom of the ocean, working towards what exactly? Dr. Herfes has concluded that the visions are real memories, but they are bleeding into him from an external source. He is inheriting the memories from something. The notion is unsettling, but we can't deny that memories frequently corroborate new findings to which he is not privy. Does he understand that these memories are not his own, or is he beginning to think they're his real memories? Is he trapped in those moments? Dr. Herfes has identified the cause of his condition: foreign microbes resembling a fungal growth in its brain. Dr. Moon codified the microbe as a more complex strain of PS-139. As I'm sure you know, the protoform PS-139 is what drew Kane here in the first place. Why the original alpha base was built. Meanwhile, we're investigating ways to establish a continuous feed of his thoughts so he can talk to us directly. It is strange that I've come to see him as a friend. Despite his condition, think about what it would be like to experience others' people's memories as my own. What happens to your sense of self when you feel like you've lived 100 lives? doctor is waxing poetic about an arrowhead that is the source of the infection. I am surrounded by idiots. I miss peaceful strolls to commune with the Father and watch the light show. At least he understands. Lisa, you were too close to the subject, and this project has exceeded your scope of expertise. I've put in a formal request for corporate to transfer you off the mule. Reggie, what am I to do? Reggie.
Pieces and parts. This would be a fun puzzle.
An apt analogy, my friend. A puzzle solved too late.
Mac, are you seeing this? Look at the artifacts. The stone, it's like the one we saw before, but the symbol.
It's Soviet Russian. What the hell?
Hope loved puzzles.
Observation pod, my friend. With nothing to observe.
Like this, something could get out.
Or in.
Well, it worked. Believe it or not, the lock's cut open.
Mac must hurry.
Whoa.
Loud noises.
Tell me about it.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Got through the door, right as the dig site collapsed behind me. Made it. Barely.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Where are you now?
Give me a second.
Okay, here we go. Well, we've got 3 different setups here. Let's try typing them out. So 3, 4, 5 S 6161 hertz. 29 ms. 5671 hertz. 116 ms with 1313 hertz. Alright, that gives us 3 things to try. Another PD. Alright. Dr. Abeldisis. Dear Mom, Dad, I'm writing to share with you the fantastic news that I have been transferred to a new facility. I am excited about the opportunity and can't wait to share all the details with you in person. The work I am doing here is truly groundbreaking. I am grateful to be able to make such meaningful contributions to my field. I am so thrilled to let you know about my supervisor. My supervisor mentioned the possibility of a bonus if I continue to excel at my work. Miss you both. Can't wait to see you again on the ring. Until then, please know that my love for you is as strong as ever, and you always in my thoughts. I look closer into the drone footage of ancient water wells surrounding Black Sand Beach. They were primarily used for milling. What's even more fascinating is the substance they were grinding. The millstones are coated in a fine white powder. I had it tested and it turns out it's bone dust, human bone. Why are they grinding up the remains? Grinding remains is a mystery. Ceremonial use, dietary supplement, animal feed? I understand the company's desire to expand Omega deeper into the cave system. Still, there's no practical way of doing it without damaging sections of the extraction site. Do we really need STEM station down here? These ruins are mostly unexplored, but their inhabitants were remarkable, even from what little we know. Their technology is far more advanced than any other civilization from that period by hundreds of years. The historical significance of these findings cannot be overstated. They could change everything we know about our earliest ancestors. I implore you to halt expansion until we find a way to preserve the ruins. At the very least, allow me to plead my case in person when we arrive next week. C-14 sample from the oldest known bones has been dated back to 1650 AD. Meanwhile, the structures themselves go back thousands of years. Perhaps the sample was contaminated? Either way, we must keep the site intact until we understand what we're dealing with. The core samples were drilled at... Alright, this is another number. Let's try... Let's throw this one into the mix real quick. 5671 hertz at 129. No, that's one we already have. It's just the other way around. Okay, my own fault. Indicate that most of the cave system comprise calcic phalagoclase, sanodyne with agatite, olivine, and small amounts of lucite. This is unusual for the region, especially the ocean floor. Weathering further suggesting this outcrop was exposed to sun or wind some 2,000 years ago. Today my heart is heavy with grief. I've received the terrible news that Evet was tragically injured. The thought of informing Captain Hoskin up top is just horrid. The loss is truly devastating. I found the critters that escaped from animal testing. They were breeding in the refrigeration tanks. I don't know what my colleagues were doing with them in the lab. Still, they should be more careful. Those things are nasty. I'm not gonna read it. I got word that the base is on lockdown. I guess I'm going to be stuck here for a while. I'm not complaining. Can't keep moving people into the temple even if the quarantine lasts only a few days. There are damaging an incredibly valuable excavation site. Find another place to put them. Everybody has piled into the Prime Omega laboratory. My claustrophobia kept me out here. It has been so tranquil. Where is everybody? The decon chamber alarm is going nuts. I looked through the lab door. It was piled high with congealed torsos. First glance, I could see something that looked like a gnarled tree with knotted branches and a twisted trunk. But upon closer inspection, its branches were made up of human arms and legs, twisted and contorted into grotesque shapes. The trunk was composed of torsos stacked one on top of the other, their eyes and mouths in eternal screams of agony. The creature seemed to pulsate with life, its limbs writhing and twitching as if it were in constant pain. Every now and then, a blood-curdling scream would emit from their mouths. I've collapsed the bridge to ensure it stays in the lab. I don't fear death, for I know nothing is left to experience. Pain once my mind is gone. But I would have liked to explore more of the world and uncover our shared past. Alas, even this current project, which will take my life, remains unfinished. The many stories on the walls waiting to be told will not find their interpreter in me. There is comfort in meeting my end locked up in a temple erected by a lost civilization. It is a good death for an adventurer. If you find this log, please have my body sent to the corpse ring for burial. I promised my parents I would return to them.
Kane's reign.
Is it... It's still alive?
The creature is, not the poor bastard underneath it.
An unpleasant end.
Maybe you can cut it off him?
That would mean getting close to it. This thing's blood. It melted right through the metal.
Cutting it open didn't stop it?
No. It's writhing. It didn't even notice, I'd say.
Very little would stop it. It is a higher form.
Compared to what? Oh, jeez. That is a long drop.
Distance to bottom of crevice is incalculable.
Well, that makes me feel better.
What are you going to do?
Gotta get across, obviously. Need to bridge the gap. Somehow. Charlie, you see this? The reaction in the metal?
Yeah. It's amazing. Some sort of chemical reaction?
An ancient technology. And like everything else here, one better left alone.
Wish I had the luxury.
Alright, let's jump back to her and we'll try out some of these different frequencies.
Kane, heavy under central apparatus. 1138. Power procedure initiated.
Children should not play near this machine, Charlie.
You're probably right, Mose.
closest we can get to 345.
Warning. Calibration error.
Alright, 567 is a hertz thing we can reach with 129.
Warning. Calibration error.
Alright, so 129, 567. 1 does not. Work. What's the last one? 1313.
Warning. Calibration error.
Alright, so Trekkie ballistic composition detected. That was the 129, 5671.
Warning.
Okay.
Calibration error.
I need those points.
Warning. Kane, heavy undercentral apparatus 113A in operation. Operation should be conducted by licensed HUDA engineers only.
Is that so? Back. I did it. I got the drill to finish its run.
You still have all your arms?
Legs too. Looks like a cave on the other side.
That cave system will lead you to Alpha Base, assuming you haven't destabilized its structural integrity. It very well could collapse on you.
Bucket of optimism, are you, pal?
There's a dead diver here. He died in his suit.
May his mind find the Nexus. Does he have anything useful?
welding rods, hydrophone. Alright, local PDA. Roger Callan. Funny how seemingly insignificant events can drastically change your life. One moment I was peeing on the ocean floor looking for whale signs, and the next I was remoted. This was not how I expected my life to turn out. I had a mountain of educational debt and a miserable wife. I can still hear her voice. Who studies marine biology anyway? She repeatedly asked this question for 10 years straight. You will never amount to anything, Roger. I should have listened to my mother, blah, blah, blah. Look at me now. Oh, God. Professors, allow me to be the first to welcome you to Alpha. This is our first momentous step towards understanding more of our past and exploiting it for future profit. I am thrilled that you have agreed to join me and Kane in this undertaking. If you have any questions, I'm at your disposal. I've mapped out most of the site already, and I'm prepared to lead expeditions into the temple system, which I'm sure you will both want to be a part of. Until then, welcome to the last frontier on planet Earth, our very own abyss. Kane plans to exploit the fauna here. The oceans are mostly fished out, and seafood is a rare delicacy. But in this region, marine life seems to thrive. I caught it. Stupendous, definitive proof that something in this cave system is allowing complex life to exist and evolve over 20,000 feet below the ocean surface. It's beautiful, okay? Maybe not that beautiful. It's a maggot. A particularly feisty one at that. It immediately latched onto my wrist and started sucking my blood. Predatory behavior means there is prey, which means there is more discoveries to be made. Professor Skullwalker. I would like to take this opportunity to express my admiration for you in particular. Your voyages beyond the outer rims played no small part in igniting my passion for exploration. I would love to share some of the stories with you over a drink, perhaps one pioneer to another. I've been feeding my new pet algae from around the base. With no shortage of the stuff, the little beastie's appetite seems to know no limits, and its growth rate is staggering. The professors weren't as keen to join my expedition as I had hoped. Chambers, I understand. I've heard about the side effects of a full-body transplant. She's probably not as fit as she looks, and getting around in a dive suit is already challenging. Skullwalker, though, I'm disappointed. One of my last true frontiersmen of our time should be thrilled to participate in honest exploration again, or at least talk about it, but all he asks me about is my family. You may be my greatest hero, sir, but even you won't entice me into speaking about my ex-wife. There's not enough rum here for that conversation. I was so eager to see how large the maggot would grow. I began feeding it my own blood. After all, that was the first thing it went for. I didn't factor in that its increase in strength has not been proportional to its growth in size. It appears to be developing a heightened awareness of its surroundings. Have you ever been looked at hungrily by a dog-sized oozing balloon-shaped thing? It's been less than fun as it sounds. Just wanted to say, should you hear loud banging in my laboratory, do not be alarmed. It's just an experiment I'm running. Everything is proceeding as intended, though I would advise against entering my work area without me, especially if you have recently eaten chicken. What? As the senior ranking member of this endeavor, I am ordering everyone to remain inside Alpha Base until further notice. Should you hear knocking, slithering, or any other unusual noise coming from outside, proceed to another part of the base just to be safe, then call me. Oh God. Mr. Callan, from corporate, Mr. Callan, while the board appreciates your enthusiasm for this project, your role in identifying the site, they would like to remind you that your job is to facilitate the research of Professor Chambers and Skullwalker and collect samples for our experts who just arrived on the deep sea ring. None of this requires you to conduct your own studies. The research budget will not be altered, barring exceptional circumstances, so please focus on your prescribed duties. Found the little bastard. It burrowed into the sand and was catching small fish. It seems to have evolved into an ambush predator like a bobbit worm. Incredible. The physiological and behavioral changes are happening right before my eyes. Mr. Callan, the board is indeed interested in the new specimen, but they must again remind you that your job is to simply retrieve new samples that send them Deep Sea 15. Alpha is not yet fully equipped to study xeno life forms. Please consider your significant outstanding debts to Kane and the fact that, although you are separated, your ex-wife is still a shareholder in your debt as you are of hers. A spike in seismic activity caused the collapse of the primary ingress into the cave of the temple structure. We are sending a drilling technician to widen the entrance so that supply shipments can be resumed. And in the meantime, you are advised to implement a ration system and reserve medications for emergencies. A fragile cave system isn't the best place to use the sonic attractors, but how else am I supposed to attract larger fish? While the attractors were working, my new buddy managed to snag a few juicy specimens. Sonic attractors also wrecked most of the electrical systems and distorted the magnetic field, which the walls amplified. Maybe this will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. The newer, larger entrance will be a much better staging ground for expeditions. I imagine you're a cut to the chase sort of guy. Oh, it's Daniel Gunderson. So I'd say limit it to 18 feet in diameter max and go from there. With the recent collapse, it's the only way out of this place. Report back on your progress tomorrow. There's no good way to say this, so I'll just rip off the band-aid. We're sealed in completely. I don't know exactly how it happened, but Gunderson's drilling caused another cave-in. But fear not, we all know the value of our work, and so does Kane, so I'm certain they'll spare no expense to free us. I'll just wait here for Gunderson to open the passage. Didn't check my gear before I left. Guess I never learned. Sheila would shake her head and laugh if she saw me now. Same old Roger, always getting ahead of himself. I wonder what she would say if she knew I named the maggot after her. This little guy's got legs now, many of them. As if it wasn't horrifying enough. I suppose if I die, I can be satisfied that here, at the edge of the world, I brushed up against mysteries beyond comprehension. Mysteries to which I led the way. I'm only getting 1 BPS. I'm guessing they're moving the data receivers elsewhere. The Newman is not going to be happy trapped down here. I'm amazed Kane would risk pissing that thing off. Mr. Callahan, with deepest regret, the board must inform me that we have abandoned the forward operation. Please understand that this is not a reflection on your work to date, but the result of repeated violations by the Newman. The isolation of Alpha lends itself perfectly to a seal and forget procedure. The board asks that you pass on their sincere regret for the unfortunate events of the rest of the crew and thank them for their service. You'll all be pleased to know that your hard work won't be lost. The construction of a new base has already been approved. In light of the above, we have released your ex-wife from her debt. She will surely be in the Nexus waiting for you with arms wide open. Congratulations and farewell. Wow. What? Oh, there's another gap. I was like, and we're trapped down here.
Holy shit. What is that?
It looks like, well, a giant maggot.
Oh my god.
I do not like this.
Warning. Dicet integrity compromised. Energy reserves below 10%.
I have to find some way past it.
Yay! Another unique death. Death 7. How do I check achievements again? There we go. That's 1, that's 3, that's 7. Man, skipped 3 deaths already.
Oh my. It's amazing.
Is that what I think it is?
Like a toy.
It's a Spanish galleon. It must have sunk and crashed into the top of the chamber.
Not yesterday either. How old is this place?
Old. Far older than the ship.
Warning. Major structural instabilities detected. Use caution when working around this artifact.
Careful around that thing. Could dislodge really easy.
The deck looks intact. I'm going in it.
Charlie? Why?
I have the barest beginning of a thought.
This woman...
major structural instabilities detected. Use caution when working around this artifact.
The bow of that thing could come apart any second, Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can do something at this part. Oh. Need to drop the figurehead on the worm to kill it.
I'm in the captain's quarters. The wood is really rotten here.
Warning. Energy reserves below 10%.
You're running out of time, Charlie.
She is not the only one.
Amazing.
It is pretty.
Everything this must have seen.
Yes. Especially at the end.
What is this? 603, 2 correct, but wrongly placed. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. 23, 1 correct and well placed. 1 correct, but wrong placed. 1 correct, but wrong placed. Nothing is correct. So 9, 1, 8. Nothing is correct, so it's not 9, 1, or 8. 1 is correct, wrong place. Okay, so the 6 is gonna go somewhere, but not in the middle. 1 is correct, but wrong placed. So 1 and 8 are out. So 6, 0. 1 correct and well placed. So that's 2 and 3. Okay. 1 is correct and well placed. 2 are correct but wrong placed. So it's the 2. So 2, 6, 0. 6 can't be in the middle. Oh, it won't go on the end. So, 026.
Oh, what do we have here?
Potassium permanganate. A disinfectant. And deodorizer.
We could use a lot of that.
If it still has efficacy, it's ancient.
Still carrying around this bug. I don't know what we're going to end up with. Okay.
Well, that did that.
Loud noises.
That does not look stable. I'd get across that fast.
Not sure if fast is the right approach here. Oh, man.
Mac, I am glad you are not dead.
Thanks, Bear.
What happened?
Crane came apart behind me and fell into the breach. Whew. Barely made it. Not going back that way.
There is no going back.
Who are you anyway?
My name is Farron. I was a researcher here once. Long ago. Maybe. Things are still blurry. Strange. My head hurts.
And what? You think you're pinned under rubble? How about the rest of you? It hurting too?
No, I feel nothing. Nothing but my head. And I can't see anything. It's complete darkness.
We'll find you. Just hang on.
You are in Omega Lab, a black band restricted area.
Clean room sterilization system active. Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress. No foreign contaminants found. Insert biological sample for decontamination database.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I felt like I did this one once before.
Mortuary cabinet open. Reseal to avoid thawing.
Charlie, look at the uniforms.
Yeah, they're Soviet too.
Comrade Kuriel, you must commandeer 3 suits from the locked storage. First locate the thermite ingredients, potassium and baric oxide, and aluminum meat, and then meet me in the pantry. Inventory tag.
Oh no, Charlie Mac. Scary things.
I see it, baby. It's okay.
That's the creature that came out of the brain vat tumor.
It cries.
I do not like this.
He needs a way around it.
There is no alternate route, I'm afraid.
Then he has to move it.
Move it.
Another unique death. What number though? Death 4. Okay. I was wondering how he jumped to 7 so quickly, but okay, I still haven't figured out how the subsystem works yet.
This door won't budge. Its gears are locked tight. The gears are metal. And metal can be moved by magnets.
Alright, so eventually we need to find a magnet. No. I still don't know what I'm doing yet. There's something can be done here. I figured it was this. Something else here.
But be sure not to spend working hours in piety. The workplace is the ideal place to discover more about yourself.
Your body is a temple, a vessel if you will, so keep things pure and tidy for the mother's sake.
Employment should be your vessel. Work is when you feel most alive, loved, accessible.
Cain's nature is to shine the light of understanding into the world's darkest regions. But remember, dying is the hard part. On the other hand, working is easy, and the Nexus awaits us after death.
Hey there, VG. I am still... Okay, so I guess I need to record something with this guy. It's going fine over here. I'm just still going through all the different things in this game. Bouncing between 3 different characters that have different abilities and specialties. Being able to trade parts back and forth on the fly while they're in different locations. It's a lot of puzzle solving and trying to figure out the mystery behind this underwater tomb I've found myself in. Okay, so obviously with the hydrophone I could maybe record something and play it into this microphone. I just have to figure out where to get the audio. It's like locked. Broadcasting audio to artifact storage left. Okay, so it's definitely that. I just need to figure out what audio to record. Record the squishy brain, maybe? Okay, so not recording squishy brain matter. Burn squishy brain matter? No? Alright. Still gotta figure that one out. I need a magnet to open a door back there.
Once started, employment is a light that never goes out. The more you contribute, the brighter your flame will become.
Yo.
Listen, my brothers and sisters, death is not the end. When we pass on from this world, we join the Nexus of 9, where we will be reunited with our loved ones and live in eternal peace and happiness.
That's all well and good, but what does that have to do with our work here at Kane Corporation? We need to focus on the here and now, on working hard and achieving our goals, not on some afterlife that may or may not exist.
I might dress him like the mole from Atlantis. I mean, he's got that look to him, but it's actually a, like, bioorganic smart bear, which was, like, a little companion to the child that the 2 main characters lost. So, and he looks weird, but yeah, he looks like a little mole thing, but he's supposed to be a little, like, friend person to a child, but he's wearing, like, a headset with a light camera and a thing that like sends items back and forth. So yeah, he's a little fat bear, and he's stuck in a lab right now while I try to figure out this puzzle. There is a vent that he needs to get through, but there's that thing right there. And
Scary thing. Scary noises. I have never heard noises like these. They are unique. What if it heard its own noises?
Okay, maybe that's what I need to record.
I do not like these sounds. They are wrong.
The cries. I remember them from my fugue. Somehow.
Now we have them.
I don't want them.
Okay. Yep, that's a nope. Alright, so I'm gonna take this little sound thing, send it through the microphone.
It did not stay long.
Perhaps it needs more motivation.
Okay, so from what I've gathered, I think I can trap it in this thing. But I'm gonna have to give it some bait, maybe? Okay, I was thinking to put the unconscious scrubber in here, but it won't let me. Let's see, what else can we... doesn't want the powder. Nothing I have on me that can go in there for that part. So I need to put something in there that's going to keep its attention. But I may not have found that piece yet. So let's try jumping back to Charlie. Charlie is trying to kill a giant underwater creature. So, we're out on the ocean floor. This is an old shipwreck, and there is a figurehead here that is dangerously close above a giant monster face down there, if you can see it. And I gotta figure out what I can do to basically break this thing off and cause it to fall on that creepy monster head down there. Like, something to do here. And I don't know what. There's the powder. There's the plaque. I doubt the lighter's not going to work underwater. Inventory tag's not going to do anything. Don't think the welding rods are going to do anything. It's the unconscious scrubber. I mean, I can try shoving it in there. Let's see what happens. Nothing on those ones either. Oh yeah, there I can zoom out. You can see that giant thing better. Because there is an opening that it's laying across. And every time I try to go into that thing, it eats me. Rancid diaper stuff with fetid cabbage. Alright, so it'll kill fungus with the powder stuff. And I have run into fungus while we're running around, so... we'll see if that comes up. God, what am I doing? Clean room, sterilization.
Decontamination protocols usually flood a room with liquid nitrogen. If I could trigger it and seize up the system, hell, I could pretty much shatter anything in here.
Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress. No foreign contaminants found.
Alright. Another one of those. We'll try everything we can. Alright, won't let me put that guy in there. Powder. Black. There's an organic sampler here, which I haven't figured out where I need to use. Remote lockdown. So there was another thing over here. Let's check that out.
Kane's rain.
Is that... oh, are they?
I do not like this.
They were vivisected.
And displayed, I imagine.
Where are we?
You are in hell. We all are.
Alright, found another collectible. And to replicate. Oh, it's gone. Okay. So potassium, aluminum, and potassium. Okay. I mean, this is progress we're making. Let's see what else we can throw in here. Alright, so we've done all we can at this point. We've got 2 things in there.
Security system looks like overlooking the site below.
They must have recorded everything. Like he's running away. Oh God. Because I can enhance each individual frame. Why is that in the frame now all of a sudden? Why is there a space alien running around here?
14 star star. Star. Star 67. So let's do 1467. That in the chat for now. Little aliens outside the door too. Alright.
Never seen anything like this.
Me either. It's not like any culture on the surface.
It predates Western civilization.
At the bottom of the ocean?
It was not always at the bottom.
Doesn't look like I can get around. I can go. It looks like a beam can be crossed there, but Charlie's usually the one who does the beams. Okay. So, Mac here has got strength, so he usually can either break something or bend it back into shape. Pile of rust. I bet that's an ingredient we can use in the science container. Who's doing the science thing? Goes over here, right? Thermite. Alright. So we can light that on fire. am I going to use the thermite at? I don't know how she's going to use a lighter underwater. Well, let's figure it out. Can I combine the two? Okay, so thermite doesn't do anything by itself. Lighter's not going to do anything by itself. Oh god. Gosh, I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll try a little bit of everything, just figure out what to see if anything works. Alright, nothing at this point does those things. Swap back to her. We'll try a few different combinations of stuff. I was really thinking using the organic thing on her and that would work, but send that back to Moses. A lot of this game seems to be trial and error. Some of it's pretty intuitive, like, oh, that makes sense to combine or break apart or do whatever. Should be able to eat through most metals even underwater. That's exactly what we were hoping for. don't understand is... Nothing else I can do there. Is there something else I missed while out on the ocean floor? Left on this scan. Nothing else in here, so... Hey, Tano. Yeah, I am the big daddy now. I was gonna say, though, it's one of the Bioshocks where you do become the big daddy, so... Can't remember if it was 1 or 2 though. It was 2? Okay. I went through all the Bioshock games, but it's been a minute. Alright. You want to see a unique death sequence, Dano? Look, see this giant worm? Doesn't do anything, right? Let's try to go through this passageway. Oh, it won't let me do it again. Oh, man. I tried to go through the passageway right there, and the thing ate me. So, it was pretty horrible. Right now I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to kill it. It's a giant, like, underwater maggot thing that just keeps on growing. And I've come up with a plan. We're going to drop the figurehead of this ship on top of its head. Kill it. And whatever I need to do goes right here. And I've got thermite, but I can't do anything with it. Can I combine the torch and the thermite? No, won't let me do that. I need to find something that's going to destabilize this ship. Now, I was thinking it was the thermite, but it's... So far, everything I've tried here... All you need is bubblegum. Bubblegum! That's... I haven't found bubblegum yet. So, I need to figure out whatever I'm missing here in order to drop that thing. I'm in this lab, and there's a spot here where I can capture a creature. But I need to put something here in order to lure him over. I can show you the creature. It might let me kill. It might let me see it. Okay, yeah, it won't let me go in there and die. So, but like that thing tore me apart earlier. Every unique death in the game is an achievement, so I'm trying to get them all. So I can lure the thing out with sound. I can lure the thing out with sound, but he won't stay out long, so I need to put something in there that's going to keep him in there until I can shut the door, and then I can get through that vent. There is something back here. Where is it? There's this subsequence. There's select subsystem. There's this sequence thing here. I haven't found... what I need for this one. Or at least I don't think I have. Hello, can you hear me? There's this door here. I need some kind of magnet in order to engage this lock mechanism. Okay, thanks, Dana. Because that thing's busted, and we've determined a magnet will help me open this one, but I haven't found that. So the other thing is back in here. This is the only other thing in here I haven't found a thing for. This is squishy fungus thingy. Try everything on it. So, let's jump back to Mac. used the science thing here to make the thermite. Now there's no container, so I can't do anything else with it. Let's try... use max super strength on everything again. Go back. So there's this room, which I need some biological enzyme dispersing system. Oh my god, was that it?
Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress. No foreign contaminants found.
King, damn it all.
Oh, God. They look almost...
Melted?
partially digested.
Alright, we got our organic sample. Okay. I didn't think to use that on there. Alright, so biosampling of meat and jelly wall. Alright, so let's send that to the bear. Swab back to the bear. Alright, still doesn't do anything with that. Still don't know what I need to do with that little cavity there, but that does give us a new material to put in the little containment thing. No, it's still not it. Okay, maybe that's what he needed. Swap back to Mac. We'll try it again.
Adding sample genetics to database. Warning. Liquid nitrogen overload.
Clear the room. And
the floor will be slick, Mac. Be careful with your footing.
Okay, that got me through.
Kane's reign.
Are those bodies? It's a creature made of bodies?
I do not like this.
This place. It's just a descent into madness.
You are beginning to understand.
This is beyond horrible.
I'm afraid there are worse sights to come.
Highly toxic atmosphere detected. Proceed with caution.
What is it?
Looks like spores coming off this thing.
Highly volatile, I'm afraid. You should stay clear. Or find a way to purge the air.
Purge this whole fucking place if I could.
Language, Mark.
Let's see if we can die this way. Yay! Death 6. Okay.
You will follow us. You will follow. We revel in the suffering of mortals and delight to bow down to your savior.
Okay, I'm not getting through there unless I clear this out. Hit it with thermite? No.
We remember. We remember. Fathers, mothers.
Okay. Let's check out the workbench. Yep, human soup. That's... I wasn't gonna say anything. Alright. Oh. Screaming audio is...
We will think. We are and defiled by the righteous. And we
So there's some kind of sequence thing here that, like, there was one on that other board as well. So...
We will think.
Looks like U1 is a factor there. Let's check what they threw in the trash.
We will create new flesh, stronger, superior. And we are stronger. You will.
Spam. Chocolize. People, do you want the truth about the transcendence chip? The church says the device will let you live it on in the necklace, but that's not true. Don't be fooled by their lies. Protect yourself and your body from Cain's deceit. Yellow leaf always, yellow leaf forever. Well, I don't. What does that even mean? looks like I'll need to find something to put here. Okay, I was wondering if there was more. Alright. Let's see, life sports. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Okay, some of these symbols match the part in the other room. Say this is the closest one because it's got that same color. So 2, 3, 2, 1. Give us something new.
You gotta be kidding me.
More of that plant-like growth. This is horrid.
Plants should not grow like this. The containment is quite volatile, yes.
But what is it? Something native to this undersea environment?
Precisely. Completely indigenous.
They were using embalming fluid.
Maybe trying to stop the spread of it. Careful, that stuff burns hot.
Embalming fluid and organic sampler. So I want this sequence, say 2, 3, 2, 1, to see if we can match this up with the sequence in that other room. Alright, let's try switching to the bear. So many combinations of things to do in this game. circles, 2 on this side, 1 on this side, then 2, and then 1 in the middle. Two circles.
Alert. Atmosphere flush complete.
Atmosphere reduced administration losses.
Okay, put out the fires. Melted, rapidly expanded foam canister. Alright, here we go again. After an initial shock, it's a wild ride of laughter, tears, and cravings. I'm a lousy parent. Why does Kane keep blessing me with children? Thought occurred to me as the Kane Day celebration came to a close. Patience like fog of memories is like an amniotic fluid. He will be reborn and transformed by new knowledge, not unlike our glorious Father Kane. As I pondered this, a minor quake shook the mule. No one was hurt. Could this mean that he is a crucial step towards true ascension beyond the Nexus? I don't want to presume too much, but the area isn't prone to tectonic activity, and no one can explain what caused the quake. I had a juke shake an hour ago. Now I'm literally crying from the pain. I never suffered from acid reflux before this pregnancy, and now I'm wondering what other surprises may be in store. If this is the gift, then why does it feel like my body is rebelling? Exalted Father on high, I received an interesting information from one of the staff, Dr. Lee Simpson, who approached me to discuss Blah afflicted with an unknown ailment. For brevity, I've included a report written up by Dr. Herfest, who was brought in to study the patient. In summary, it posits that Blah has somehow inherited the memories. Dr. Simmons claims to have confirmed the reports personally. If there's even a shred of truth to all of this, developing the means to transpose memories would have tremendous implications for the Church. It could pave the path to extending the lives of our venerable members and representatives and revolutionize how we teach and raise those within the Kane family. I recommend that this research be prioritized, but we will proceed as you deem fit. Today at lunch, Evan asked me if I was planning a baby moon. I pretended to be above such indulgences, but really I would love to have some time away to get comfortable with the reality of this child. Prepared by Dr. Huffs and Claire Daniels. Closer inspection of the microbial infection growing in patient Blah's brain revealed a wedge-shaped object implanted between C1 and C2. The thing is crudely manufactured, but the initial infection has spread from the piercing tip. I have liaised with Baron, and we are at loggerheads over how to proceed with this heretical matter. Our debate has made more challenging by my uncle's oblivious glee at my condition. He always seems happier than I'm about that I am about my fruitfulness, worthy of a priestess of Cain, and he uses praise to avoid responding to my arguments. What am I to him, really, and what am I to Cain? Compounding my heterodox nightmare, the archaeology department reported that the cover stone that had been placed over the recovered human remains was carved at least 2,000 years before their death. The timeline of the human achievement canonized by the church does not permit such aberration. Were it not for the potential significance of PS-139, I would have shut down this entire operation a long time ago. Lisa is now a participant in the dream along with Blah. She's been screaming for 7 days straight. I'm not sure if they are screams of ecstasy or pain, but I can't help envying the intensity of her experience. Man, this game is crazy. I can feel the iron hold of my incarcerator tighten up as I struggle to free myself from the gestating grip. I wish to visit the Mother's Shrine on the next shore leave, but first I must repent for these thoughts. Corbin, I've received multiple reports to staff suffering from hallucinations similar to what we've observed in Blanc. We're not prepared for an outbreak. I recommend the high security containment and quarantine procedures immediately, at least until we have a better understanding of the microbe. You're instructed to bypass Baron and have the team organized by Choco directly. Despite the quarantine, an aerosol's form of PS-139 has spread throughout the facility. Is it the work of Yellowleaf? We've locked down this mule quadrant as best we can. Dr. Moon managed to get the air infiltration working. Then she said her oculars were glitching and that she needed a special tool from her office. I haven't seen her since. It's harder to imagine this as a divine gift when the corridors are filled with screams. I started seeing things, slivers of others' memories, flashes of violence. I've seen what the infection is doing to some of my colleagues, and I dread succumbing to it. Security is attempting to control the situation, but failing. I alerted corporate earlier today, but they assured me they'd send help. I can only pray to Father and Mother that they get here soon. Cain be with us. By the Mother, the security teams are killing everyone. The order must have come from Baron. Damn you, Corbin. By the grace of Cain, I managed to hide, but I hear gunshots echoing through the halls. Glory to the Mother who protected and guided us as we took to the stars. Reverence to the Mother for those whose womb is holiness and was reborn. Supplication to the Mother whose flesh sustains us and keeps us pure of soul. Exhortation to Newman who will guide us to paradise. Okay. Start here. Bounce your way around. Magnetic resonance device. Well, we definitely made magnetic resonance device. That's how I can use on the magnet. I'm pretty sure I can use the pump here.
Children should not drink this.
I really wish I hadn't seen that.
Okay, we'll use this Looks like mint soda, but tastes like bean curd. Oh, why'd you taste it? Alright, we got 5 minutes, and I'm calling it. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna throw the Mac. No.
But don't you see, our work with the church is just as important as the corporations. By giving of our time and resources freely, we are preparing ourselves for life to come.
We give back through our taxes and charitable donations. But our primary focus should be on meeting our goals and achieving success for the company.
How can we truly enjoy the fruits of our labor if we are not giving back to the community and helping those in need?
That's bullshit. You're just trying to distract us from our duties and responsibilities. Kane Corporation is the one that provides for us. It gives us purpose and meaning. Without it, we're nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're gonna do.
An interesting stratagem, my friend.
Alright, so now that we've got that place, okay, it's in there. Oh, did it shut automatically? It did.
Got it. Moses got it. I trapped it. It is not scary now.
Well played, Moses.
I am a very smart bear now.
Okay, and it won't let us open it.
You are in sample analysis. Okay, I've got to figure out a sequence here. Of how this works out to pull whatever samples in there. Alright. I'll go ahead and call it now, and I'll go through this. I still got to go through this PDA and all this research here. It's probably in this research, and then I can walk over here and start going through the other thing.
So we'll figure that out on the next go around. Which I don't know when we'll do that. Maybe Friday. We'll see. Okay. Thanks VG, Acid, and Dano for coming in saying hi. I appreciate when y'all can hang out. Oops. I'll see if I can't troubleshoot the issue I had with my Stream Deck and audio earlier and have it fixed before the next stream. I hope to. I miss all those buttons to be able to do this a lot quicker. So anyway, we'll figure it out. Y'all have a good one, y'all.